Hello people, and welcome back. Hope we're all doing well. Shout out to 7-Eleven as always for keeping me fed and caffeinated. And shout out to Korea for having some amazing chicken. First off, to start off my experience in South Korea, I stayed in Seoul just for a night. I was in Hongdae, a place I'd be returning to use as a hub after I explored the outside of the capital. For the next day, I hopped on the train and headed off to Jeonju, which was a day trip, short, and just a quick stopover. I explored a shrine and a bit of a Hanok village as well, which was really beautiful and peaceful to see. Public transportation getting here is very reliable and efficient, which is helpful. After heading back to the station, I went to Suncheon Bay. I arrived at the main station there. They had lockers which I could put my big rucksack in. I dropped that off and caught a bus, and I was able to catch the sunset next to an eco park. I originally was going to go to the eco park, but I saw a field with some scarecrow going for a walk there, and you could see the mountains in the background. It was very beautiful. Once dark, I got on the bus and headed to my accommodation. The owner was very patient with me considering I was really struggling to get up my booking. I managed to get it up in the end. I woke up the next day bright and early. I was off to the bustling city of Busan. I arrived nice and early, which gave me a lot of time to explore. I saw Chinatown on my way to drop my bags off at my hostel. I checked out a Hanok village, which I got the bus to. The whole view reminds me of rolling cityscapes you would see in South America. Very beautiful and picturesque. I headed to a temple up in the hills afterwards. This was for sunset and it was just stunning. Headed back down afterwards, checked out some of the local food markets before heading to bed to rest, and then head to Seoul. I caught the high-speed train to Seoul, and I spent my first day, my first proper day in Seoul, just exploring palaces. And there was a stream which ran in the city. It used to be all dirty and then they cleaned it up, which is really nice. And of course, with a generous amount of food being tasted in between, the city really comes alive during the evening, especially around Walking Street in Hongdae. We've got your restaurants and bars. I didn't do Korean barbecue, unfortunately, but did have some amazing food, met some really cool people at my hostel, and had some great memories. Honestly, love the vibe where I was staying. It was very chill, and I would recommend staying there if you are in the Hongdae kind of area. Anyway, stay tuned for a continuation of my travels past. Just a few things I did while I was there, which actually really helped me. I reserved a T-Money travel card and a SIM card before I arrived, which you can pick up from the airport. I'll leave a link in the description for this, of course. This was very helpful for starting off my journey. Agoda was my go-to when it came for accommodation, and Booking.com, Rome to Rio for route planning, Revolut for my travel debit card, and I bought all my tickets for transportation directly from the train station, as it was a lot cheaper than online. Google Maps was very useful for bus routes and timetables, and for ride sharing, I didn't use any ride sharing apps, but I heard Uber works, or you can flag taxis down. They're very reliable. Anyway, thanks for listening and stay tuned for my next one.